I feel like I'm not rushing my career, but I'm towards, I'm 43 years old. So it's like 8 months out is a wild, that's like, man, that's almost a year of nothing. So we don't want that at this point. So
yeah, you want to stay busy, stay active, get this money while you can.
If I can be active, I need to be active. You know what I mean? Bare Knuckle's been good about keeping me in the mix. I'm toying with the idea of grabbing a boxing match here and there. Don't necessarily want to be a boxer. I'm not chasing that dream. I'm a bare knuckle boxer. Like this is my profession. This is what I'm gonna call myself. This is what I'm doing. I did MMA. I enjoyed it. It was freaking night and day for me, man. It was so hard on my body. Like I said, the jiu-jitsu, your wrestling, all these things. And I came from behind. I didn't even start fighting until I was 35 years old.
Oh, wow. That's when you started training.
That's when I started training. And that's
everything, jiu-jitsu, grappling.
Everything, like I did. So I had wrestling in high school.
That's awesome, bro. That's fucking inspirational as hell, man.
So the life-changing, I played football until that year, man. I had a heart attack, and I died when I was 35. Right. So and I was a big man. I was working multiple jobs, taking care of the family, doing all these things. And all of it was just kind of like I don't want to call it a hobby, but like a hobby. It was just something I really enjoyed doing. I didn't take it serious enough or anything. But when that happened to me, I've got 4 daughters, you know what I'm saying? So it just made me really view things different. I started doing things. I wasn't partying or being crazy or nothing. Like I said, it was just the stress of life. Life does get in the way in so many different things. I look at things a little bit different now. So now it's like, oh man, I got to get up and go to work. It's, oh man, I get to get up and go to work. Or, so I'm grateful for that. But that was the changing point for me. I couldn't play football anymore. I was just too big. It beat my body up too much. I went through what am I going to do with myself? Now I call it like a post-fight depression now, but it was kind of like that. What am I do? As a fighter, as an athlete, we don't know what to do with ourselves as much. We kind of get lost and, oh man, this is life,
Because that's, your whole thing is about what that is. Well, for you at that time was probably everything was geared towards football.
Yeah.
The next game, winning, getting prepared for the next season.
And it wasn't as bad then, but now it's like, man, I get through a fight. It could be a glorious fight, man. I can have a 4-round banger, came out on top, this glorious win. And it's cool for a week, maybe 2 weeks. And it's like, man, what am I doing?
Oh my God, you're so true.
When's the next date? And for a while, I thought something was kind of wrong with me, you know what I mean? To be honest, I was struggling with a little bit of depression, and it wasn't because I was depressed about my life or what was going on or the people in it. It was just like, man, what do I do with myself,
It's like you felt so many highs that it's hard. Your senses are dull, bro. The regular mundane doesn't get it going for you anymore.
No.
So you need that,
I mean, think about
the
that.
winning, bro. The thrill of a win. Nothing can fulfill a human more. You know what I'm saying? More than
nothing. That's when I played football. I'm out there with a whole team. We're talking 45 guys, 50 guys. And you're sharing the field with 10 of your teammates and so it's great. And there's so many fans, right? But when you're in the ring or a cage or whatever your platform is, it's you and another man and a referee in there, you know what I mean? And it is just a different animal. I've never felt anything quite like it. And I think as a fighter, that's what we chase. We chase that feeling, that walkout feeling, that hearing your name. And I'm, I don't know what's going to be like after it all. So I'm not even focused. I'm focused on the now, man. I'm really, really enjoying my journey. That's what my heart attack gave me. So that time and that dark thing that happened in my life really gave me the opportunity to just appreciate everything. I'm enjoying the ride, man. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, the scare, it kind of makes you appreciate what's important in life. You kind of realize how short and how fast things can go and how fragile it all really is,
Man, I sat in the hospital for a couple weeks, man, and I didn't want my kids to come up and see me like that. It was like a rough thing for me, and I just man, and I was 35 years old, I'm healthy. I thought I was healthy,
Yeah.
But,
and then after that, that's what got you. After that, you started hitting the gym and finding a gym.
So listen, after that, I went to my first local MMA show, which is Rise of the Warrior. It's here in Florida. It's one of the bigger ones, combat. You get it.
Yeah.
My local show, I love that show. first place I ever fought. I went there and I seen all these guys, local guys, people I kind of knew. The crowd was there. The crowd was electric. These guys were fine. I was like, man, this could be it. Why don't I go do this? And I kind of looked at a couple of them and was like, man, I'll destroy that guy. I went to an MMA gym probably within about a week. Some of the same guys I seen fight in that card were there, and I was thinking to myself, I'll smash these guys,
Yeah.
But listen, I got in there, and they beat the brakes off me for about 3 months. Like, I literally, and I'm a tough guy. I think I'm coming from the streets, got a little reputation or whatever. And I'd never trained. So I didn't have combat training, the warm-ups beat me up, So for like 3 months, man, these same guys that I said that I would crush, just, man, they worked me. They worked me good. But, once again, I left my ego at the door. I came in, I was coachable. You're going to lose until you win, right? Not everybody's just going to come in and be that guy,
Yeah, you got to be the hammer. You got to be the nail before you're the hammer, Yeah,
and like you said, the athleticism got me a ways. My explosiveness got me a ways, It helps me now in my career because I've learned how to use it. But, man, like it was like I said, it was there. And I kept coming, and those same guys, we all became family, a small little unit. And I've been in sports my whole life. Like, I played sports since I was a little boy. And the brotherhood that comes from that, the camaraderie is amazing. So I still got friends from like 7 years old playing baseball and football. But this sport, combat sports, man, that grind, that camaraderie is just something completely different. It's very intimate, like we sweat together, we bleed together. I try to beat you up to make you better, you know what I'm saying, and vice versa. So I've never experienced nothing like it, and that's kind of why I fell in love with this sport as much as I have.